What is up guys, it's Simon from PianoPig.com, and in this video I'm going to give you some tips and advice on how to actually practice the piano in a way that is going to make the most out of your time and get you real tangible results. Now this is without a doubt the thing that I see people struggling with the most, and for good reason. I honestly think the skill of knowing what and how to practice is actually more difficult to master than playing the damn thing. So the first thing, consistency always beats quantity. Now, this may seem obvious, but you'd be surprised at just how many people seem to forget this. Here's an example. Person 1 doesn't practice at all during the week. They're too busy, but they make up for it by going hard on the weekend and practicing for 2 hours on both Saturday and Sunday. So 4 hours of total practice throughout the week. Person 2, on the other hand, practices every single day, but for just 30 minutes, which is a total of 3.5 hours throughout the week. Now, I guarantee you, without a shred of doubt, that person 2, who is practicing every single day, is going to improve at a much faster rate than person 1, even though their total practice time per week is actually less. It's all about consistency, just trying to make the tiniest little improvement every single day. And this seriously compounds over the months and years. It's honestly mind-blowing what that consistency can mount up to in the long term. You might have seen the slogan underneath the PianoPig logo, improve every day. This is what I'm talking about. The second thing I want to talk about is structuring your practice around short-term goals. Personally, I like to set specific goals for each month. What do I want to achieve in my playing in the next 30 days? Get specific about this. Don't just say, I want to improvise better. Say something like, I want to expand my melodic vocabulary when improvising over medium tempo, groove-based music. Because the next essential step after this is to write down some actionable practice exercises that are going to help you to reach that goal. And you can have more than one goal per month, but I wouldn't recommend having more than 3. Your practice needs to be focused. You need to know what it is you're trying to achieve, and you need to know that what you're actually practicing is getting you closer to your goal. So for that goal of improving my melodic vocab over medium tempo groove-based music, some actionable practice exercises could be something like find 2 melodic phrases I like and practice applying them over a variety of chord progressions along to some groove-based drum breaks. Another thing could be to practice mastering those phrases in all 12 keys. And another thing could be transcribe that solo I've been listening to that has all those cool melodic ideas and practice it until I can play it along to the recording perfectly. So I've got one goal, and that has led to a bunch of different practice ideas. But each of those things are very specific to my goal. And this is how you should always be generating ideas on what to practice. Asking yourself what your short-term goals are and what do you need to do to get there. The third and final thing I want to talk about is creating your own exercises. Now, this is a skill in itself, but anyone can do it with a bit of common sense. And the reason that creating your own exercises is so much better than doing other random exercises you come across is because the ones you create will be custom tailored to your skill level in the style of playing that you like, and they're also going to be so much more specific and relevant in terms of fitting into your goals of what you want to be able to do on the piano. And in terms of how to actually create these exercises, you want to take that one thing you're trying to improve and isolate it. Simplify all parameters apart from that one thing, and then try to come up with different ways of playing that one thing. Or you could take it through a bunch of different keys, or you could come up with different exercises that go through all the keys in a different order. Get really creative with it and set some kind of limitations or restrictions that force you to use a concept in a new and unfamiliar way. That's pretty much the basis of creating your own exercises. So to summarize, make sure you're doing the following 3 things with your practice. 1, do it consistently. Don't even worry about how long you're practicing for, just worry about doing it every single day. Consistency always beats quantity. Number 2, always structure your practice around short-term goals and only have 2 to 3 goals at any one time so that your practice is focused and purpose-driven. And number 3, create your own exercises based on whatever it is you're working on at the time. I actually have a course inside the PianoPig Academy called How to Practice Productively, which is probably one of my favorite courses I've ever made. Tons of great ideas and concepts to make your practice as effective as possible. So if you've enjoyed this video and feel as though you could do with some more guidance and tips like this, then have a think about joining the Academy. It would be awesome to see you on the inside. That's it for this one, guys. Happy practicing. I'm sure I'll see you in another video very soon.